Well, let's talk about influences. I mean, as a sci-fi author, who are the who are your inspirations?
So I read all the. I was a seventies, 80s child. So I read a lot of the classics, that a lot of the famous sci-fi writers whose books were classics by then. So
Hmm.
I read a lot of Asimov, Arthur C. Clarke, Philip K. Dick, um, Ursula Le Guin.
Mm.
Um, in fact, if I had to make an arrogant comparison, I would say my work is probably most influenced by Ursula Le Guin, Anne McCaffrey, writers like that. It's not very heavy on the science. It's much heavier on the people and the societies,
Hmm.
and the challenges. So, but also, people like, I have a very literary background as well as studying drama. I studied English as my minor,
Hmm.
and I did a master's in 18th century literature. So I'm very much into reading the weighty, wordy, old books, 200-300 year old books
Right.
as well. Whether they have an influence, I'm not sure, but I like them and would still read them now. And people like Tolkien, Mervyn Peake. I've read Gorman Gast, which is a real doorstopper, two or three times. So whether they influence me or not, it's really hard to say, I think, because you write what you write,
Yeah.
you're not sure where it comes from. Certainly a lot of science fiction films like Blade Runner,
Mm.
Aliens, Terminator, Terminator 2, not Terminator 3, but yeah, a wide range. I think probably the science fiction heroines part comes from science fiction movies more than the literature, because women don't feature strongly in classic science fiction writing.